welcome to my channel. My name is Denisa and this is Budget with Nissa. On this channel we discuss all things budgeting and becoming debt-free. So look out for monthly budget setups, bi-weekly check-ins with some cash stuffings and so much more. I also do some weekly check-ins according to how my money is spent. Also, if these are things that you would be interested in, please don't hesitate to join me on my journey. So you can just click the like button, leave me a comment down below and subscribe to my channel. The encouragement, of course, will be much appreciated. So, let's go. Okay, so welcome back, guys. So in today's video, we'll be going through my spending to see how much I spent this week from the 10th to the 16th, which is today's date. Right, so I already put down the balances from the previous week, which would have been the 3rd to the 9th. And I listed all that my balances I would have had remained with. Right, so what I'm going to do is, this will be my expense tracker. I like to, first of all, I take note of what I've spent in the expense tracker sheet, and then I transfer those numbers into my calendar, my monthly calendar. All this is part of I took this out of my binder just to save time. This is what I would have had in my calendar. So this is my calendar. As you can see, I did from the 2nd because New Year's was a holiday and I did not spend. I didn't think to include it, or I just didn't remember. Anywho, so from Sunday to the 9th, I had 2 no spend days. I had a lot of expenditure on the Friday, which was the 7th. So now we are checking from the 10th to the 16th. So let's go. And also, as I call or I check through and I see what I spent, I will enter it on my calendar here. Right? So let's see. On the 10th, what did I spend on the 10th? Bear with me, guys. I'm new to this. At least this part, normally I do it by myself, and but now that I'm recording, I'm just getting in groove with how to position and whatnot. So if you don't see, I'm trying to monitor how it shows up in the video and all that, right? So I'm learning as I go, right? So what we want to do is, I have the 11th and 2 expenditure on the 13th, right? So let's cash that in and put that in, document that on my calendar. So the first down was movies, and that would have been on the 11th. I like to use stickers because I think it looks pretty and it keeps me motivated, believe it or not. So this is a happy planner sticker, although I have to mind my budget with stickers and stationery as it applies to planning and budgeting, because you can get carried away. Right, so let me see if I find a movies sticker. Or just, you know what? Not today. We're going through. We'll just use these boxes to indicate, or these little tags to show. Can you see this? We'll just use these tags to indicate how much was spent. Right? When I get those boxes, I'll use those. I don't have any of those at the moment. Right, so for the movies, I will just use a pink. Yes, I'm a pink kind of girl, if you hadn't noticed from my budget binder. So on the 10th, we did movies. It was one expense for my husband and I, the hubby and I. Yep, we went to see Spider-Man. Oh my gosh. If you all are hearing any noise in the background, that is rain. So for this was $57. We paid for the tickets and I bought the food. So that amount was $57. Right? The other expense was on the 11th. I had no spending. No, actually. Oh no, this is wrong. Jeez. This is why these pens come in handy. The friction. You just erase errors. Listen, I'm so happy I found these pens. I have to find the chick, the YouTuber who recommended these. I have to start taking note of persons that I got and really give them their credit, because it's a lot of you guys out there and you learn so much from each video. So you must get something from each video that you watch. So I remember she was going through her plan and she was saying that these were so good to use. Am I using it? Are you using this? The friction, like erasable. These are so good, right? So it was an 11 actually. So the 10, no spend on the 10. The 11th, I spent the $57. I'll see if I find the movie stickers to indicate. So I'll get a no spend for this one for Monday, which would have been the 10th of January. How is this month so far, guys? You know, January is like a year, right? So let me see. No spend, no spend. Hey, I could do a little extra with some gold. Yep, I'm a stickers baby. So our first no spend for this week was on the Monday, right? And then 57 on Tuesday, which was the movies, and on the 13th. So on the 12th I had another no spend. This week was fairly good than my numbers of the first week of January, because that week was bills, although it wasn't any unbudgeted expenses, because
I just want to apologize for the noisy rain from the background, guys.
Right?
As I'm editing, I've realized what's going on here, so I do apologize.
Right, so this is what it is. So we had a no spend on Monday, a no spend on Wednesday, and on Tuesday, which was the 10th, we had a expenditure because cinema. We went to see Spider-Man 3, my husband and I. So this is what this is. And no spend on Tuesday, then on Wednesday, sorry, and then on the 13th, I had two expenses, which was this folder I bought to put my, and that is something I have to cut out, because sometimes when I'm looking for something and I don't get exactly what I want, I would buy the next thing, and I have to practice to just not buy anything at all until I get exactly what I want, you know. So that is a work in progress. So I bought this folder to house all my other stickers, all these stickers, if you can see this. Right, so this is my vinyl plastic folder that has the majority of my stickers. These I left in the books because these were the two that were in books, so I left this one and this one in their books. But this is my sticker folder. Right, so, and that was just $5.95. Right, so this one was $5.09. Let me find back that take another one of these. Where is it? Okay, I'll do a blue. That's my business according to Tabitha Brown. Yeah, we follow her here in Trinidad as well. She's so funny to me and I love her spirit, I love her story. So on the 13th, cheese and edges. Are you seeing? Alright, so on the 13th, I spent $5.95 was one expenditure, and this was for stationery, and that came out of my hustle envelope, which is my business. Anything that I'm using for anything to do with this stationery or anything to do with the budgeting and all that, I call that my hustle money. So I use that, take that money out of that. And then there was an eating out expensive. Is anyone else a foodie that needs to curb? So this year, I'm hoping to curb that spending. Let me see if I find. No, I'm not gonna put anything else. I'm gonna use probably the food. And after that, I think that was the last expense. This one was $30. In Trinidad, we have Royal Castle, and I just felt it, and I thought, if I eaten out envelope, I could get myself some Royal Castle, but that will be, I'll be working on that this year. Because I do cook, right? Sometimes it is what it is, right? So, and that is it, is it? So I only spent on the 11th and 2 expenditures on the 13th. The other days were no spent. So let me put this away. So this week wasn't so, it was sort of uneventful. Let me see. So, oh no, I have to put my no spend. I should celebrate that, right? So the rest of the days were no spends. Alright, I'll do some. Do I continue to go? Let me do some color. Right? So this week was a very good week. Again, part of that is that I am on vacation, but I do a side hustle. As I'm on vacation, I'm doing a side hustle with my sister-in-law. So I help out with the kids, and I will be getting that. I get paid for that monthly, right? At the end of the month, sorry. Same thing, sorry. Right, so we had no spends on the 14th, we had no spends on the 15th, and we have no spends today. Do not intend to be spending any money today too. Why are you saying this, guys? I'm just taking out the last. So in total, so now that I've done this, I can go back to my weekly checklist and adding those numbers. So this is what it is. So the 3 expenses I had this week were on the Tuesday 11th and on the 13th. And so I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 no spendies. That is great in my books, right? So all that information I'm going to enter it here. So for gas, I did not have to fill up, so I'm going to fill nil. There's still 208. Let me put not nil battery fuel. I didn't have to. So there's still 208 in that envelope. For groceries and market, there should be no money spent from that, so that should still have $80 out of that. Let me just confirm that is correct, because so this is my personal cash envelope. These, oh, I should tell you guys. So this, I was trying out my laminator. I was trying it out with doing my own envelopes, and this was extras. I did these. Side note, I'm practicing. I want to be able to make my own envelopes. So I tried this out, and when I cut these, I got these extra pieces. So I tried it out. Somewhere a little. This was done so properly, but the one. How much money in grocery? What did I do? this had $80, so where is that $25? I apparently missing. $25. So there's a $25 expense. Alright, so I'll have to check that back because right now my balance is $55. I'll have to check my receipts and see where that $25 went. Right? So in actuality, I know for sure that $25 was spent. I'm not going to put anything yet because I'm not sure where it was spent. It was groceries. I'll still put it as is because it came out of the envelope, or return the funds to that envelope, but I know $25 was spent. So my balance in groceries is $55. And then we have in food, right, so I took the money out of food. So there should be $12 in this envelope because I spent $30 on food. Which is food and eating out really and truly. So, right, 10, 11, 12. That one is correct. Like I said, guys, I'm trying out these envelopes I want to make because the binder did come with the zippered envelopes, but I keep losing the top of the zippers. So I said I'll try to make my own and see how this works. Alright, so food. I'll put food. And I spent 30. Balances $12. Alright, so I have no more extra cash coming in. So these balances has to last me at least for the next 2 weeks until we get salary. I might get salary around this week 4. We'll see. Right? Beauty and toiletries. The balance was $174. And remember going back, let me see that. I don't think I spent anything in there. According to my sheet I didn't, so I should have $174 remaining. So 100. Cheese, Anita. 120, 130, 140, 120, 131. Oh, I want to know. Alright, so that's why you have to keep your money organized. Cheese. As a street land. Excuse me, guys, as a street land. That's fine. I said this is supposed to be 174. Let's see what I have here. I know that is correct. 100, 120, 140, 150, 160, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. Right, so this is correct. A little background, I am a monthly budgeter, but I do some, and sometimes when I work overtime, I do some weekly check-ins or bi-weekly according to how I get the funds. Right, so this is one of those. Right, so this is correct. Beauty. Most times it's not, so nothing was spent here. I'll leave that blank. And this remains with $174. Right, fun money. What I had in fun. Fun, I had $35 in fun. I don't think I took anything out of it, so it should have $35 remaining. Oh, I know what I spent and I didn't put it on. So I didn't get a receipt for it. So this is what was spent. In food, in groceries. Alright, so my groceries is split between groceries and market. Sometimes I go in the grocery. Let me explain. My husband makes the groceries monthly, but in between, probably during the week, I will have some other expense or some kind of small thing I will buy in the grocery that I have this for all markets items. And called it fresh produce and whatnot. So this is what I did. I bought some fruits, some oranges and stuff that totaled $25. So I'll say market stuff. right? $25, right? That is what it was. So I have to know that, and that would have been which day? When did I do this? Because one of those no spend days, then it will be a spend day. But we'll fix that after, don't worry. So I can't celebrate a 5-day spend day, I'll have to celebrate a 4, but that's okay. Right, so this should have 35, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. So, right, so when I'm checking over, this rolls over into for the rest of the month. And when I get my salary, I'm doing on my next cash stuff, and these singles and these 5s will be put into my savings challenge, as I'm doing those right now, my saving challenges. But for now, we leave it in here, right? So fund has $35, nothing was spent from it. So this is totally correct. Right? Groceries, beauty, fund. Giving should have. So beauty. So beauty is normally Pennywise. It's not normally, it's always Pennywise. Right, so nil, nothing to spend here. Fun, fun is normally be what? It could be anything, so we spent nothing, nil. Balance is still $35. Right, giving out, let me see. Giving should have 24. And that's exactly, because I don't, did I? It still have the 24. And so this is correct. So like I said, this week wasn't too bad. So we spent nothing as well. So balance is 24. Right, so that is it for my checking. So this is what we work on. So this, as I told you, is my daily binder that I move with. I'm just learning to do some cash stuff, not cash stuffing, but cash envelopes. So this is what it is. I can't exactly remember which day I would have purchased these market items, but it will have to be one of these days. I'll put it for, I guess I could put it on a day. Did I even record it? I did not. So I'll leave it as the 13th as well, because I just remember. But sometimes when I don't get a receipt, I forget, so I'll just say, because I bought this while I was coming home. There are some guys who sell fruits on the highway, just passing some oranges and stuff, and I purchased this. I'll just say fruits. Oh my Lord. Oh, I apologize, guys. I didn't realize that was pushed. Right, so let me see. Let me say it one more time. So what I realized is that I did spend extra. On this day, I spent an extra $25 on some fruits I bought off the highway on my way home. So I need to record it. I didn't record it initially, so I'm just putting it in. This is the amount, and so this was all I spent, right? So this is all of it entered here. No spend days still remains intact, right? So that is it for these days for the calendar. So when I did my breakdown the first week, so this was like a budget review, but I tell myself I will be doing, seeing that I'm a monthly budget, it'd be more efficient to do this because I cannot fit 4 of these in this box here. So I'll do a monthly at the end of the month, a total spending, how I spent for the month, and just check in every week with these small expenditures and whatnot, right? But in the box itself, I'll just do a monthly spending review, right? So that is it for this one. Alright, so this is it. It was entered. I entered all my expenditure for the week. So this is my balances brought forward from the 3rd to the 9th, and this is the balances I'm ending with. As I said, I spent. Alright, so the monies that came out for the cinema That wouldn't be on this one because I would have taken this from my from online, from my hustle, and this hustle is not in it. That will be when I check in my sinking funds. I will check that because that will be from a sinking fund. All right, so this is it for my weekly check-in. As you can see, so this is it. My expense tracker, my weekly check-in. I am not a weekly budgeter, but I do this just to keep track of how I spend my money and where my funds are at and all that, right? So this is it, guys. So comment below. Let me know what's going on with you, how you spent your week, and yeah, right? So don't forget to like, subscribe, and get our finances in order. This is really a help, has been really a help for me. So yes, guys. So bye and have fun, guys, and see you in the next one. Bye.